know you got me falling from the ceiling for you. Knew it from the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Via Avi, and this is obviously Via Avi TV. And today we're gonna jump right into the video. The hair I'm using is the kids' hair in black, and then the pre-stretched hair in red. For this look today, you're gonna need some type of heat protectant, a type of oil that you use, and a flat iron. You're also gonna need some type of gel or edge control, brushes, combs, and especially the rat tail comb with the silver piece, and some rubber bands. The first thing you want to do is you want to take your hair, you want to cut it in half. I cut it right on the rubber band to make sure it's in half. We're only doing a small hairstyle. The length is not that long, so you want to just go ahead and cut your hair in half. And if you want your hair longer, you would just keep that length. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and lay out your hair. You want to go from thin to thick or thick to thin. Pieces is fine. It really depends on how thick you want your hair to be. So I'm not really doing that many thick pieces, but I'm doing thin pieces because this is a small to medium thickness, honestly. Not even medium, basically a small thickness. So after you do that, it's basically ready to get started on the hair. At the moment, I just parted out the back section of my hair, and then I'm going in with a heat protectant on my hair in the back and my hair at the top. After you go in with a heat protectant, I'm gonna go ahead and flat iron your hair. You're gonna flat iron it not super straight. As you can see, this is my hair after flat ironing it. After parting it into 4 parts, you want to go ahead and take your gem and gonna go ahead and put that right over that flat iron piece of hair that you just did. After rubbing the gem all over, you're gonna go ahead and comb your hair out with the gem on it, going from bottom to the top, from the ends up to the root, whatever you want to call it. But don't go from the root to the bottom. You want to part your hair into 3 sections. Once you do that, you're ready to braid. Braiding is like a pattern, so you gotta kind of just look at me to understand the pattern of braiding. You're basically just putting your hair over the other again and again in the same motion. I'm going to show it again on the top of my hair if this is harder to look at. This is it again. This is how the braid should look. That was just a small tutorial on how to braid. This is going to be this tutorial on how to add hair while you're braiding. So again, you're gonna go in with that flat iron. You don't have to get it bone straight, just straight enough. This is me adding the jam, and then once I add a decent amount of jam, which is not that much, it's going to expand once you start to comb it through. So you're going to go ahead and part it into 3. You're going to go ahead and start the braiding process. Now with adding hair, you're basically just doing the braiding process, but you're adding hair as you go. Because my hair is shorter, I'm adding the pieces sooner. So you're gonna add a thinner piece as soon as you get down to where you want to. So I'm adding a super thin piece so I can have more hair to work with. You want to do that twice so all 3 strands can have a piece of hair in them. When adding hair, I always put the strand and put it in between my fingers. I use the middle and the side strand. I take the side strand all the way over to the other side and put it in the middle. If that didn't make sense, you can watch it again. Once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and do a dip. You're going to take some boiled water in a pot and you're going to dip your hair. When you get done with your hair is going to look crazy. When I say crazy, your hair is going to be spiky and pointing upwards and everything. The dip helps with this. So this is them after the dip. I should have showed y'all before how it looked before the dip. It was like crazy. When I say the braids was like this, but the dip makes them straight. So hold on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut and bead them. So bead them first and then I'm gonna cut. Because I want to see where I want them at, and then I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna bead it. And this is also a day of me laying on them. So for the beads, I just got them from the beauty supply store. You're gonna need some rubber bands, you're gonna need this little white thing, and then you're gonna need your actual beads. I got this from the beauty supply store. You can get whatever beads you want. I got the black beads for the black side and the red beads for the red side. If you're not sure on how to use this white thing, you're gonna go ahead and put your beads on there. And then you're gonna take a strand of hair. You're gonna put the strand of hair inside the circle of the white thing. Once the strand of hair is in there, bada bing, bada boom, you're gonna go ahead and just pull your beads up. Alright, just in case that was like a bad what's it called for y'all. So you're gonna take this. After you put the beads on, you're gonna put it on the braid. I like to go thicker because it's easier to put the braid in now. Just put it in a little loop, but no matter what way, just put it in a loop. And so you got it like this, and you're just going to push it up, and it's gonna come right out. Super easy. But just in case you didn't get that first one, to just take this and just wrap it like that. And then I put a rubber band on it. And I'm just going back and forth at this point. Not really nothing to see here. We just wrapping it around. And then I kind of just leave that hanging out and just boom, those hanging out. But some people do take this and put it inside of here. Like take this little piece, pull these all the way up, and try to get this little piece inside of the beads. But I don't got time for all that. I'm gonna just cut it off, okay? Oh, I did it, y'all. After cutting and beading, this is how it came out. I hope you liked this video, enjoyed this video, and learned something from this video. If you like this video, make sure you check out the other one that I just did about dyeing my hair two tones and what colors I use to dye my hair two tones. Like this video up, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more via Ivy TV. And we are out.
From the start, there was no limit to you. And I'm catching feelings, baby.